Welcome to Blazing Baseball 4/19/2023, where we blaze through today's baseball topics, and we are Astros, Yankees, and Marlins fans. And right now we are watching the Giants at Marlins, and Giants are winning 1-0. And so, already happening today, we have the Rays at Reds, the Giants at Marlins, and the Guardians at Tigers playing, and the D-backs at Cards. Later today, we have the Rangers at Royals, the Phillies at White Sox, the Mets at Dodgers, the Pirates at Rockies, the Cubs at A's, the Brewers at Mariners, the Braves at Padres, the Angels at Yanks, Orioles at Nats, Twins at Bum Sox, and last but not least, the Blue Jays at Astros.
Minute Maid Park, Houston.
Yep. And interesting news happened today, according to ESPN.com. Title is MLB eyes more rule changes. Will experiment in Atlantic League.
Okay.
So
minor league.
Mm-hmm. Not the minor league, a different league, independent league.
Independent league.
The Atlantic League.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, it says they've been helping MLB. They've been part of the MLB since 2019, and helping test out rules. And so this was announced yesterday. And so they're gonna try using a designated pinch runner and a double hook designated runner, and further limitations on a pitcher's ability to make pickoffs. So it says the designated pinch runner rule allows a player who is not in the starting lineup to be used at any point of the game as a substitute base runner. The player who was subbed out, as well as the pinch runner, would still be able to return to the game.
No, I don't like that at all.
It's interesting.
Wow. It's kind of like a basketball game. Put them in and take them out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, then you'll have more fast guys on base.
Right. They're trying for speed.
Guys.
They're trying for people to steal bases.
Mm-hmm.
They want stolen bases.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it says the double hook designated hitter rule allows teams to use the DH throughout the game as long as the starting pitcher throws at least 5 innings. If that doesn't occur, then the team loses its DH, and the pitcher's spot would bat for the remainder of the game. The rule was also used in the Atlantic League last season. So that's interesting. It gets pitchers back to hitting, which we haven't seen since the DH has been on both.
Yeah, I don't like that one either.
Both sides for the NL and AL.
But I will say this. I think the game's being played faster because of the pitch clock. It did pick up the pace of the games. Mm-hmm. There is more action because they have to play faster. Mm-hmm. They kind of forced them into making more action for the fans by speeding them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was always apparently a rule, but it was never enforced.
Never.
Yeah.
Right. You couldn't stall.
You could just always You could always just call a pause whenever. Both sides were just doing that a lot.
Yeah. So too much. They overdid it.
Yeah.
And then that's actually, the game is actually more condensed, more action in that time period. Mm-hmm. So that they actually did it. Mm-hmm. It actually is working. Mm-hmm. As I'm watching the games, the pace is definitely faster. You can feel it. Mm-hmm. And yes, last night we were watching, and the umpire said, "You didn't do it. There's a ball on the pitcher." Boom, first pitch. He had a ball on him. So it didn't really change the outcome of that particular bat at all because the batter popped out. But it definitely made the pitcher throw the ball faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's also then less pickoff attempts because if you try for a third time and they failed, then they advance to the next base.
Wow.
And so then the other rule they're going to try is there's also a single disengagement rule, which means pitchers can only take their foot off the rubber once per at bat.
One time.
To attempt a pickoff or reset the pitch clock.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Mm-hmm. I think they were successful in what they did. Then they're going to start ruining the game. It's just too much technicality going on because it was kind of weird. The pitcher started pitching. He threw the pitch, but then the umpire jumped up and said, "That's a ball." But it was a little confusing because what if the batter swung and hit it? So if he hits it, it's a hit. It doesn't matter unless the batter does not swing. Because the ball was coming down the plate already. He didn't stop the play. It was after the fact. That's the one I saw last night. So it was kind of interesting. But it worked because the pitcher didn't mess around then. He just kept chucking. He wasn't going to take his time anymore. Oh, we lost our game. Major League Baseball.
What rule are you talking about?
On the pitch clock.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Because
the pitcher took too long.
the
I see what
pitcher
you
took
mean.
too
Yeah, right,
long. He
right.
took the time, and then when he dished, it was too late. He was already started dishing, but the ump didn't stop him. The ball was coming. He couldn't stop the play because it was too late to stop the play, but he didn't pitch it fast enough.
Yeah, they have like a buzzer that goes off. So
Yeah,
when the buzzer goes off for the umpire, they immediately have
and
to
then he
say
went
it.
back and turned around to the official scorekeeper and said, that's a ball.
Yeah.
So they put it on the scoreboard.
Mhm.
So it's kind of interesting. It's a different dynamic in the game. But I will admit, the game has a much faster pace, which
Yes.
they say is better for fans.
Mhm.
So there you go. Maybe that's going to work. But I think the rest of this stuff is way too much technicality going on.
Yeah, I think they could do it and it would still be okay. But yeah, there would be people saying it might ruin like the game again.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, enough's enough. I think they did a good job, and I really like the bases, by the way. The bases were definitely a good move. Yeah, a lot of plays at the bases, and people aren't getting hurt. No one's getting their foot stepped on, and it gives a little bit of advantage to the runner because the base is a little bit bigger. So if they slide in and they're 2 inches away from last year, this year they're safe.
Yep. And the Astros and Yankees lost yesterday, but today
we talked about both of them already.
Are playing the Blue Jays tonight. Hopefully we can win the series. And pitching for the Blue Jays is Barrios. Sorry if I mispronounced any names on this podcast. And then pitching for the Astros is Garcia. And
they only have matchups. They don't have the lineup in.
Yeah, we'll just go over the Yankees now.
Yep.
And so they're playing the Angels. And the probable pitchers for the Angels is Canning, and then for the Yanks is Brito. And also for the Blue Jays and Astros, that's also the probable pitchers too. And how is UT looking?
UT
playing tonight.
Playing tonight against Abilene Christian at the Dish here in Austin. They won the last game 7-6 against Baylor. Then this weekend, it's Oklahoma and the Big 12. 3 games at home at the Dish.
Any other baseball topics you want to go over today?
Lots of baseball tonight.
Yep. And we'll catch y'all here on Blazing Balls. Peace.